and welcome to GeoBiz. Joining me right now is Mahesh Reddy. He is GM Hexagon Geospatial. Mahesh, thanks for speaking to GeoBiz. So let me start by asking you that what are the offerings of Hexagon for smart cities initiatives in India, and what are the challenges that you see?
Okay, let's start by defining a smart city. Okay, what is a smart city? I think globally there are different kinds of definitions for a smart city, and in India, it is all about infrastructure. In fact, the entire smart city revolves around three things. One is the livability, the other one is the workability, and then the sustainability. So, with these three buzzwords around the smart city, the first step towards this is to actually empower all the citizens with the latest technology, with all the innovation coming up nowadays. And Hexagon Geospatial is the pioneer in the geospatial platform. Okay, so here we have a total solution from end to end, starting with the sensors. In fact, we have a division called Geosystems, where we actually provide sensors for all our users to capture data. And then we also have software solutions from Intergraph and Geospatial division, where we process this data, we share it, manage it, and distribute it across the web. So with this kind of information, the decision makers will have an easy job in taking better decisions, efficient decisions, so that the life of citizens in a smart city becomes much more workability, livability, as well as sustainability.
But do you see that work is happening at the ground level as far as smart? The government has announced its grant program of making 100 smart cities. What is the stress on GIS? What is the stress on this technology as far as making those smart cities is concerned? And what would be the difference? We had seen, concept of tech cities, IT cities. What is the smart cities?
See, that's what I mean to say. Yes, the geospatial platform plays a very, very major role here, because without that, because right now there are a lot of division, like a lot of departments, they are actually working in silos. So in order to bring all these departments onto one single platform, I think geospatial is the platform for all that. And I think this has been proven in other countries, other continents, and I'm sure we're also going in the same direction.
But do you see a shift, change or a change in Indian market or Indian policy as far as using this technology, GIS technology is concerned, ever since this new government has come?
Definitely, yes. I mean, if you see the urban ministry, Shri Venkaiah Naidu Saab, he has said that geospatial platform is the base for the entire smart city. And in fact, I have actually gone through the top 20 smart cities which they have announced recently, all their applications and all. Most of the problems are revolving around these three: livability, workability, and sustainability. And in order to get through these problems, I think the geospatial platform is the most required one.
So you see a change at the ground?
I definitely see a change, yes.
Okay, let me come to Hexagon now. What is the best selling product of Hexagon and how is it helping the Indian market?
See, if I talk about the Hexagon Geospatial division, we are into two different verticals. One is the products division, other one is a platform. Okay, so in the products, which is our flagship, most of our users are, I can say 90% of our users are on these desktop products. The most selling product is called Imagine, and then we have another product called Leica Photogrammetry Suite. These two products are the most sellable products, and most of the users use these products to convert their raw data into a very meaningful information, so that they take better decisions, efficient decisions, using this kind of information.
Can you explain a bit more about these two projects?
Let me talk about some of our very, very important customers. ISRO, NRSC, which is part of ISRO. They have been our biggest customer, long-standing customer for almost, I think, for the last 25 years. They use our data products for like I'm sure you are aware of the Bowen portal. So they use our products to create data sets to be ingested into Bowen. So whatever imageries, vectors, or any other data like DEMs, DTMs, they use our technologies to create that. So finally, these data sets are reaching the end user or the guy on the ground, where he is able to analyze it with the different kinds of methods, and they are taking good decisions on that.
Okay. Talking about the data collection or data, you are saying that how is the new data collection apps different from the mobile app that you have been using earlier?
For that, I think let me start with the smart maps. Okay. In fact, I have told you that we have a second vertical, which is a cloud, basically. In that, we have again two offerings. One is a Intergraph Geospatial server, which is a server-based, cloud-based product, where users can handle all their huge voluminous data. They can catalog, manage, share it, and distribute across the web or mobile kind of things. So there in fact we have some mobile applications, like we have softwares like Mobile MapWorks and Mobile Alerts, which the user uses on the ground to actually collect data, edit data kind of things. But these mobile apps or the old generation mobile apps, these are like when you go onto the ground, you actually take the data in, you or cut it down, go to the ground, pick the data, edit the data, come back, and again join it. Okay, and all these mobile apps are all perpetual. But if you come to the latest apps, what we have, these are all on what subscription basis. These actually work online. It is directly connected to the internet. So whenever you make changes, they get live onto the databases.
So tell us more about your app on cloud portfolio and how does it help in smart governance?
If you see today, all the maps are static. Okay, so they provide us the reflection of what was. Okay, but the future of the map or the map of the future should be something like, it should be fresh. It should reflect what is, what was, and what will be, or essentially what should be. Okay, so this particular cloud initiative of ours is called Smart Maps. So Smart Maps is the map of the future. Okay, this Smart Maps is basically a cloud application which is used to create lightweight, targeted, specific business problem targeted apps. What the Smart Client does is, it empowers all our partners, users, to create apps on the cloud and use them either internally or put them on our marketplace. We have something called a map exchange, where they can sell these apps to our global audience. So that way we are giving a reach to all our partners and users. And Smart Maps, in fact, it actually comes in three products. The first one is called a Map Foundation, and the second one is a Map Studio, and the third is a Map Exchange. So the Map Foundation is all about the base foundation of the software, where you can create all the services, and we have all our basic cloud software tools. And the Map Studio is something like a workbench, where it enables users to create apps very quickly. It doesn't take say what I call days and months together, right? So it takes minutes to create apps, and these apps can be placed into our Map Exchange to push it to the customers. So in India, we have still not started this, but we are going to launch this in the month of June, and I'm sure all our Indian users will be benefited using these smart maps.
So Mahesh, you are saying that Hexagon's smart map will be available in Indian market from the month of June. How will this map be useful for the common man, and how will it enable a common man to find solutions to their various problems?
Okay. So, in fact, the smart maps is aimed at two different users. One is like the governments, basically government customers, and second is at the what about private customers. So, for a private customer, he would like to build apps using smart apps. I'm sorry, where he is going to target many problems globally. Okay, but if you come back to the government, which is our this thing issue now, the governments needs to use these smart maps, and they need to create apps, okay, which will be downloaded by the common man, and he'll be able to use it. Let's take a couple of examples. One, say for example, let's take the urban or the real estate. Okay, maybe a municipal organization can create a kind of app where using these smart maps and maps, how the real estate is growing, okay, geographically. So when a common man or a customer on the ground uses this app, and when he tries to look at buying a house or a property, whatever, so he can use this app, which is made by the, like say for example Hyderabad, it will be about GHMC or so he will know which are the most growing areas, potential areas, and where he can buy a house. So that is one example. Second one is for the government itself, if there is epidemic, okay, so like say what a disease is spreading, so if they would like to have a app for that kind of thing, the common man can see using that app where the epidemic is growing, so that he takes necessary precautions in order not to fall into this kind of traps.
Mahesh Reddy, thanks for speaking to us.
Thank you very much.